Hey group leaders, this is Chris. I wanted to send you guys a quick video tutorial on our Access ACS system that we have at the church. This is a piece of technology that we like to use to really help us communicate and keep up with folks in the church better. And for community groups, this is really important when it comes to communication with our groups. I think it's an easy tool to use because the church has everybody's information already in there. You don't have to keep up with it. But secondly, I think it's a good communication tool between each other, between us and you, because it's really going to help me know about updates in your groups and things like that. And so I really want us to leverage technology as best as we can. I think we're in a day and age where it's very, very helpful to help keep up with folks better, and like I said before, with communication. So let me show you a little bit about Access ACS. It's down here on the main website. I want to make sure you guys saw that. You come back. The bottom page is where you log in. Hopefully most of you guys are familiar with this and have logins. If you don't, please let us know so we can make sure that we get you plugged in to the system and you can get in and use it. Once you log in to ACS, you should be able to pull up over here your group. These are some past groups that I have that I've been a part of. Obviously we've got our leadership team that's there. But your group should be over here, and we want to make sure that you're able to see that. Your role as a group leader, or if you're a host home, or if you're a secretary, that should be something that you can have access to. I'm going to go a roundabout way to get here. You should just be able to click on that, or even come over here and say, hey, I want to mark attendance directly. But give me a sec. I'm going to go through here to one of our imaginary groups that we've created. This is Mr. TCABC John, and or John TCABC. He's down here. I'm going to click on John TCABC's group. This is where you should actually come into, and as you can see, I'm a member of that group, and Fonda and John's a member of that group. And so say we want to add somebody. That's a really important thing. Say somebody's been coming and checking out your group, and you want to make sure they get group emails and are included in that communication. And so let's see, I think we have a TCABC Jane. Let me look really quick. Oh, look, it's Mary. I'm sorry, Mary TCABC. We're going to add Mary TCABC to the group, and it's as easy as searching for her and then selecting her and then coming down here and adding her to the roster. We've got a date that she's added. This is good for us just to know when people have come in. And as you can see, Mary TCABC was added into our group. What's really cool when you add Mary to your group, you guys can get a little details about Mary, her address, phone number. You potentially should be able to see more information on her about when she came into the church. She was added in 2008. She's married. Has she attended dinner with the pastor? Do we have a baptism on record? So all those things are important for you as a group leader, but they're also good information for us to keep up with together. The other thing I want to mention on here, other than adding and dropping, actually let me hit dropping. Same thing with drop. If somebody hasn't been coming for a long time, or you feel like they're at a place where they don't want communication from you anymore, go ahead and drop them from the roster. I think that's important that we honor kind of their space with that and don't spam them with countless emails. But then also that helps us as a church know how well we're doing with keeping people engaged in community groups, and it allows me to follow up with some of those folks that have come out of community groups en masse, especially if they're not connected to your group anymore. So make sure you're using that drop function. Go ahead and don't really ever use the delete function because we like to keep up with folks, and deleting them will make them where they weren't ever even a part of your group, and we don't want to do that. We want to recognize, hey, where were they at? What groups have they been a part of? And even in a phone conversation, that allows me to have a little bit of dialogue with them about their story at the church. Mark attendance. Please, every week or every time that you guys meet, please go over here to mark attendance and mark attendance for your group. If everybody's there, you can highlight all really quickly, or you can pick out the people that came. Mary was a slacker this week as our new member. She didn't come back for this week, and so I'm not going to add her. The date is obviously set towards today, so make sure you set that for when your group met. So if you met this last Sunday, then show that. Instead of today. Today's actually Tuesday when I'm doing this video, the 29th. But here's the last thing that I really want you guys to make sure to do. I've already added my email once to this, but what happens once you add me to your emails on here for both guest and then also comments. If you'll just go in there and add my email address, ccampbell@thechurch.at, and even praise and prayer request. This is great for me to know about, guys. It's just a simple way that you can communicate to me and bring me into how your group is doing. And I want to be more proactive with this. And so if you would share stories on here, share prayer requests, share about new guests that's come, any details that you found. And obviously, Fonda and Sandra will get this information just for keeping the data up. But I want to be included on this just to know how we're doing as a ministry. And so if you guys would add me to that, and then every time that you come back to mark your attendance, it'll automatically be in there. And I promise I'll honor the confidentiality of your group, but it'll allow me just to keep a better pulse on how we're doing as a ministry. So hopefully this quick tutorial helps you guys kind of see what we're looking for in ACS and how great of a cool tool it is to keep track of folks and communicate well with folks in our church and in your community group. And just thank you guys for helping us out with that. And I really think it's going to help us know how we're doing as a community group ministry and keep us going the right path of good communication and also making sure people don't fall through the cracks of the church. All right. Thank you guys. Love you all. Thanks for watching this tutorial.